So, here we are, on to the main topic. So, fans express frustration with Disney politics in Captain America 4, issues arise. So, it looks like there has been a test screening for Captain America Brave New World, and fans aren't happy at all based on what we've read in reports about this test screening. This is very, very interesting. It looks like this movie is going back for reshoots, rewrites, all the kind of stuff you expect. And it's been in proper turmoil, this movie, for a long time now, and we just keep hearing bad things about it. So let's go down, have a read, and see what we can read about this story. So, reported test screenings reveal criticisms. Fans displeased with politics, acting, action in Captain America 4. Displeased with politics, acting, and action. I would say that's three main things that you want to get right if you want your movie to be good. So, if you're failing on all three of those, then yeah, your movie's not going to do so well. So, recent developments surrounding Captain America 4 shed light on potential issues plaguing the film. Marvel's decision to alter the title and postpone the release by a full year adds to the speculation. Like I said, this movie has been in so much trouble just with rewrites and reshoots and editing out characters. Seth Rollins, the Serpent Society, was supposed to be in it, and now apparently he's been pulled out of the movie. And just, yeah, there's so much crazy stuff going on with this movie. Kind of like the Blade movie, it's been in this like development hell for just so long, and it's kind of like we're sick of hearing about it now, to be honest. But this test screening thing is very interesting. So, concerns persist, notably regarding lackluster action sequences. Reports suggest that the test screening for Captain America 4 unearthed dissatisfaction among fans, particularly regarding the perceived political undertones and the quality of acting in the film. So, yeah, this is really, really not good. Perceived political undertones and the quality of acting. So, if there's one basic tenet you need to get right in your entire film, would be the quality of acting. If everything else fails, story, plot, CGI, character arcs, all of that kind of stuff, you can fall back on the acting. But if your acting is not good, then the entire movie has no basis to land on. It has no roots to build anything from. And yeah, that's just not good. So, changing of the movie title and release date. So, Marvel has opted to rename the upcoming Captain America installment from Captain America New World Order to Captain America Brave New World. While the titles may seem similar, they carry significant undertones, both referencing the concept of NWO, or the New World Order, a notion associated with globalist socialist ideologies. Yeah, I can kind of get how people could, tag along with that, kind of the New World Order, this kind of socialist ideology, and kind of the political undertones of the movie. So I kind of get why they changed that title. It does make sense to me. I'll give them that one, I have no complaints with that. So the release date for the film has also undergone a shift, moving from July 26, 2024, now reserved for Deadpool, to February 14th, 2025. The adjustment is purportedly due to the necessity for reshoots and rewrites aimed at rectifying issues within the movie. Yeah, well, if they've done all that and they're doing test screenings and it's still not testing well, then it looks like they're really going to have to retool this movie. The production budget for this movie must be ballooning like crazy. If they have to keep going back and reshooting and rewriting and reacting and restructuring, kind of like with the Blade movie, it's going to get to the point where this movie, in order to be profitable, is going to have to make like $1 billion just to break even, or it's going to have to make like 600, 700, 800 million just to be profitable. Maybe not $1 billion, probably around the 600 million mark, 600 or 700 million mark, I should say. If the budget gets too high, and yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, at what point do you kind of call it quits and say, look, we've had a go, we can't do it, the budget's too big, we need to stop? I don't know where that line is, but if the budget is huge, they're gonna have to make a lot of money. So fans becoming tired of Marvel issues. Yeah, it seems like, in recent years, in the last year or so, all we've been hearing from Marvel is, it's weird, isn't it? Because, when the Infinity Saga was on, it was nothing but, A+ material all the time. We never heard any issues. It was like the perfect machine running MCU, belting out movie after movie after movie, profits everywhere, everyone was happy, no issues. And in recent years, it's just been, bad quality, bad movies, issues left, right, and center on all these projects being rewritten, in development hell, and it's just not good, man. And people are becoming, you know, a bit kind of stagnant and tired of hearing about it. And, you know, it appears that discontent among fans regarding Disney's political and propagandist inclinations has extended to various facets of the company, including its theme parks, films, television properties, notably within the Marvel brand. Absolutely. Like, everybody's picking up on that. The wokeness, as they call it. So, rumours circulating on Twitter suggest the recent test screening for Captain America 4 left fans dissatisfied on multiple fronts. Complaints range from subpar action scenes to lackluster performances and notably objections to political themes within the film. So, concerning the action sequences, it's been rumoured that Marvel is undergoing reshoots for at least 3 significant action scenes due to their perceived inferior quality compared to previous Captain America installments. I mean, how do you live up to the previous Captain America fight scenes, you know, with Steve Rogers, Chris Evans? Those fight scenes he did were absolutely incredible. The physicality that the guy had in the role was second to none. And how Sam Wilson is going to stack up to Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers, he was a genetically engineered super soldier, whereas Sam Wilson is just a human. So, you know, he's limited in what he can do in fight scenes compared to Steve Rogers. So, I don't know how they would, you know, fix that going forward. I guess he has the jetpack and the wings, so he can make up for it on that front. But trying to live up to the shoes of what Chris Evans did with Captain America, that's no easy feat. Criticisms have also been directed towards the acting, particularly involving lead actor Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie's a fantastic actor. I can't imagine him doing anything bad, really. And co-star, I don't even know how to say this name, Osha Rockmore. Fans allegedly felt that on-screen chemistry between the two actors was lacking during the test screening. However, the most significant issue appears to be the perceived injection of politics into the narrative of Captain America 4. This aspect of the film is rumoured to have sparked the most contention among viewers. Yeah, trying to put heavy political elements into any movie is dodgy, because you're always going to piss someone off no matter which political route you go, whether you go left, whether you go right, you know, whatever kind of political stance you take. You're always going to alienate a lot of people who don't agree with whatever the political message is. So it's a very risky avenue to go down when you're making a movie. So apparently audiences were unimpressed by the film's action scenes and the chemistry between Cap and his love interest. However, the biggest issue was audiences respond to the film's political content. You might think this mean audience found it divisive, but it actually worse than that. They found it boring. I'm told that the overall feel was that the political material was uninspired and under-engaging. The audiences found it lacked nuance and was overly I can never say this word, expository, and really slowed the movie down. Yeah, so exposition, exploratory. I don't know how to say that word. But yeah, given a lot of exposition. So, you know what exposition is within a movie? It's when a character basically stops in the middle of a scene and basically kind of tells the audience what's going on. They're kind of expose the kind of the scene, and they basically stop and explain the story to the audience. It's really jarring. It's really stupid. It treats the audience like they're dumb because the characters have to stop and explain what's going on, and it's jarring. It doesn't make sense. It looks stupid, and yeah, I can understand why fans wouldn't like that being in this movie. I certainly wouldn't. Exposition is dumb. They should never have exposition. If the movie's narrative is clear enough and the character's acting is good, you don't need to have characters stop and explain the story to the audience. So, test screening rumours. So, I've been able to get some insight into what some main issues were with the Captain America Brave New World test screenings. Apparently, audiences were unimpressed by the film's action scenes and chemistry between Cap and his love interest. Did we already read this? Yeah, we have. The audiences found it lacked nuance, was overly... yeah, we already read that bit. Significant rewrites throughout, as well as adding, removing characters. I'm told that Marvel really wants to keep the summer window for reshoots in order to avoid another release date delay. Not just because it didn't mean vacating what they feel is a good release date for the film, but because, as usual, delaying the film would result in a domino effect whereby it would likely mean delaying other projects. My understanding is that the issue was the chemistry between Mackie and Rockmore, but please take that with a grain of salt. Then we have just the screenshots from below down here about what we've basically just read about the report of the test screening. So it seems like, from what we can gather, it seems like the political messaging didn't go down well. It seems like the acting hasn't gone down well. The action sequences need to be reshot. And it seems like Anthony Mackie and his love interest, Sam Wilson and his love interest on screen also didn't go down well. So it seems like there isn't any point of this movie that was received well. The love interest, the action, the political messaging, and just kind of everything just seems to be a massive, massive mess. If this test screening is to be believed, we've had a lot of, articles reporting on test screenings before. We don't know if they're real or not, so take it with a grain of salt. But if this is true, then this movie is in real danger of bombing on its face when it comes out if they don't correct these issues. But yeah, like I said, love interest, action, political messaging, and just kind of basic acting within the movie. But guys, that's kind of where we are. So it just seems the test screening didn't go down well. People really didn't gel with it. They didn't like it. And let's hope that they can correct it, because Captain America is a pivotal part of the MCU going forward. Hopefully they can fix this movie and make it something great, like the Captain America movies we used to get. But can he live up to what Chris Evans did with Captain America is very unlikely. But Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, he's a talented actor. I'm sure he can bring something great to this role, and I want to see it done justice, and I know you guys do too.